I'm Paul Perkins with the check of your ag weather. After highs this afternoon, mostly in the 40s, the most likely last round of dense fog and some mist returns this evening, but should not be as widespread. A building ridge of high pressure results in widespread highs in the 50s for tomorrow through the weekend. Westerly winds off high pressure limit or prevent any fog from forming tomorrow night through the weekend. Highs drop to around 50 on Monday as low pressure and a cold front sweeps southeast. Rain is possible during the day and mostly over Nebraska. Monday night, a changeover to snow in Nebraska may bring accumulations up to an inch along and north of I-80. The latest trends call for the extended period to not be as cold as previously thought. Highs drop into the mid-30s to the mid-40s for New Year's Eve day and New Year's Day. In a slight change to the long-term forecast, temperatures are now indicated to be seasonal or near normal from New Year's Eve day through the first 8 days of the new year in Nebraska and Kansas. Nebraska and Kansas precipitation predicted to be slightly above normal Tuesday through January 8th. Checking the regional drought monitor, Nebraska dropped a percentage point to 5% drought-free. It continues to be drought-free to abnormally dry along and south of the line from Chapel to Elm Creek. Most of central and eastern Nebraska is in moderate drought. Severe drought covers Custer County, the north central to much of the northeast, and the southwest panhandle. 7% of Nebraska remains in extreme drought, including the northwest panhandle and a tiny portion of northeast Cherry County. Kansas continues to be 35% drought-free. Locations that are drought-free to abnormally dry continue to be in western Kansas and locations along and south of I-70. 28% of Kansas remains in moderate drought, which encompasses the north central to the northeast and southern Rawlins County to northern Thomas County. Your key weather factors driving the markets include severe storms with heavy rain across the southeast plains to the lower Mississippi, good rains for central Brazil, and rain returning next week in Argentina. The next few days, a complex storm developing over the central and eastern U.S. produces mostly rain. Some wintry precipitation is possible, mostly snow and freezing rain or drizzle, occasionally in the north. Rainfall could become heavy, totaling 1 to 3 inches or more over the next 5 days in parts of the south, east, and lower Midwest. Warm, dry weather prevails from southern California into the southern Rockies. Across the central and southern plains, warmer temperatures keep any precipitation mostly in the form of rain, but it may be cool enough for snow across Nebraska with the storm early next week. Despite an active pattern, snow cover remains scarce the rest of the year outside of the northern U.S. and higher elevations of the west. In central Brazil, widespread wet season rains are keeping conditions favorable for maturing crops, including flowering to filling soybeans and developing corn. After limited rain in southern Brazil through the end of the month, there are multiple chances for scattered rain to start the new year. Towards Argentina, spotty rain this week is followed by drier and cooler weather this weekend. Next week, rain is more widespread in Argentina to keep conditions favorable for developing corn and soybeans. With your check of ag weather, I'm Paul Perkins.